Hey, 7th and 8th graders, it is Miss Sepulveda again. We are going to go over writing assignment 2.2 from packet number 3. So, our prompt says, read Managing Coronavirus Anxiety, pages 7 to 8. In your composition book, answer the reflection prompt and the quick poll. So, let's get to reading. Don't mind me as I scroll. Here we go. All right. Managing coronavirus anxiety. Prompt. So, this is what you're going to be responding to after we read. How can you manage your anxiety during times of crisis? Quick poll, self reflection. So, complete this, like circle what one applies to you. How do you deal with feelings of stress or anxiety? Talking to people I trust about my feelings. Doing activities that feel therapeutic, like art or physical activity. Using stress management techniques like meditation or breathing exercises. I don't really feel stressed or anxious that often. Something not listed here. My answer would probably be A, the first one. So talking to people I trust about my feelings. And E, right? E, yeah. E, something not listed here. I like to spend time with my dog and just snuggle her, and that brings me joy and always calms me down. And she is that black lump that you guys can see snoring away. Hopefully you can't hear her snoring on here. All right, so let's read the article. Embracing the great indoors while sheltering in place might be fun at times. You can play video games and board games. You can watch movies and video chat with friends. But as the coronavirus crisis drags on, it can feel scary or even overwhelming. Thankfully, experts have tips and strategies you can use to deal with coronavirus-related anxiety. Feelings of anxiety and fear are normal in this type of situation. According to Joshua Morgenstein, he is the chair of the American Psychiatric Association's Committee on Psychiatric Dimensions of Disasters. Ow. Fear and uncertainty are the hallmark response to things that people don't understand and that they feel threatens their safety and the safety of their loved ones. Morgenstein told CNBC, it can also help to remember that people around the world are dealing with the same anxieties and fears, according to psychiatrist Richa Bhatia. Remember, we're not alone. Morgenstein adds that it is also important to maintain a healthy relationship with the media. In uncertain times, the tendency to really almost drown in the news, Morgenstein says. Avoiding the news entirely is not helpful, but he recommends that people dial down our exposure to media content. Morgenstein also recommends that people avoid receiving or spreading news on social media. Instead, they should turn to reliable sources like the World Health Organization and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Even so, it can still be difficult to avoid overwhelming thoughts in times of crisis. So, psychologist Joel Minden advises being kind to oneself. If you're warm and supportive when other people get overwhelmed, see if you can treat yourself the same way, Minden told Vox. A good response to deconstructive ideas like, what's wrong with me? Why am I getting so anxious? Is something like, it's okay to have difficult feelings. I know where they come from. I want to be patient and kind with myself because I'm going through a hard time. And that's okay. Anxiety is an evolutionary adaptation. It allows people to recognize fear in other people and take it on as a form of protection, according to psychologist Rick Hanson. We look to other people on social media, walking down the street, standing there with a mask on. It makes us anxious broadly, Hanson told Vox, and that's a perfectly ordinary kind of thing. What we should do from a practical standpoint is take on reasonable input from others, but meanwhile, not let fear itself be contagious. Australian nonprofit The Way Up recommends that people find joy in connection with others. If you're feeling lonely or isolated, speak with your friends, family, or people you know on the phone via Skype. Try not to passively follow updates on social media, says This Way Up's official website. Social distancing doesn't mean that you can't stay connected with others. The nonprofit also recommends that people focus on elements they can control, like washing your hands, maintaining good hygiene, and sticking to a normal routine where possible. Hansen says that focusing on personal behavior and helping others will be the most important thing in the long run. We are all being tested at this time, and we will get to the other side of it, and we'll look back and ask ourselves how we conducted ourselves during this time, including how we treated other people, Hansen says. All we can do each day is the best we can do, but we can do the best we can each day. What do you think? What are some ways you try to stay updated and safe? How can you manage your anxiety during times of crisis? So that was the article. And remember, you guys have to respond to this prompt. How can you manage your anxiety during times of crisis? And fill out this quick poll self-reflection. So I think this is it for packet number 3, all the videos that I'm going to be posting. But always ask your teachers if you need help. The 7th grade team is posting a lot of really, really great resources to help everyone. And make sure you're talking to your teachers. I hope you guys are doing Zoom classes or Google Meets classes with everyone. And I hope you have a great 2 weeks. I'll see you for packet number 4. Bye, 7th and 8th graders.